Hello, hello. How's everybody tonight?
What is up, people? What's up? What's up?
How are ya?
Chilling?
Chilling.
Yeah.
Frank, is it just
What?
me? Or is the cosmic universe aligning and all of a sudden all these cases are starting to crack open?
It's what it seems like, don't it?
We've
What
gone
new?
years with nothing.
One case that we did a show about almost a year ago, it broke an arrested, not in literally the missing persons or whatever case you want to call it, but a member of that whole case was arrested today, which was good to see, but it wasn't nothing to do with her missing at all. But it had something to do with the child.
Well, still, she knows something, so hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully she'll crack.
But
If you want to let everybody know what case we're talking about, is what's her name?
Ashley Morris Mullis.
Yeah, out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, or Muncie, Indiana, one of the two.
So she's been missing since 2013.
Mm-hmm.
The man that she was involved with is believed to be the one that took her, murdered her. His wife and him took Ashley's daughter and moved. And then years later, he died. Well, the wife today was arrested in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Because there was some funny stuff done with that baby. And she should not have had custody and gotten adoption of that child.
It sounds something like funky attorneys or something.
Yeah. So today, Don and his wife got a little bit of sweet justice when she was arrested.
Right.
They've been waiting years. And they believe she has information as to what happened to Ashley. And where she is. So that's huge for that family.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, oh man, let me get a hold of Marv about this. This is a case that we covered months back.
Yeah.
So thought we'd bring that up.
That's big. That's big for them. That means she had custody of the daughters, so since she's under arrest, who's got the granddaughter? Does that mean Don and
well, it depends.
Will get access to the granddaughter now?
You're talking about Ashley's daughter.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure she's probably in state custody right now, I would imagine.
Yeah, until they can figure all this out.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
But yeah. And then you had the whole Flora video last night that popped off. I watched it. Did anybody
else watch it? I gotta watch it over again because there's sometimes I could hear and distinguish what I'm hearing by visualization.
Yeah.
And I gotta watch it again.
So the biggest thing that I got out of that video is the fact that Yoder had to go to the fire station to get them guys to the house to go get them girls.
That's crazy. That don't make no sense to me at all.
Yeah, I got a lot of questions about that video. I mean, it took him 24 seconds to get to the fire station, and he jumped out of the car and said, "Hey, you guys got to get going. There's people trapped in that house." And
then you got Dissinger was already there at the scene when Yoder pulled up.
But they said he had just gotten there.
I mean, the fire station's not even 30 seconds down the road. How in the hell did they get there so quick before the fire department?
Well, yeah, and why didn't the fire department roll right away when they got the call?
Right, exactly.
And apparently, when he got to the fire station, whatever equipment he grabbed, the mask or whatever, didn't have enough oxygen in it. So
The
when he
tank.
got into the house, the alarm went off on the mask, notifying him there was low oxygen. So they had to go in and help get him out, plus the girls out.
Yeah, a lapse of time, man, is what did it all there.
Yeah, smoke inhalation is what got those girls.
All what I mean is the fact is Yoder and them were already there doing their thing, and the fire department still hadn't arrived yet. From the beginning of the video, it's the lapse of time between them and the fire department getting there is what is the main issue.
Okay, so Andrea knows a little bit about fire departments. It's a volunteer department, so they have to wait for people to roll the trucks, specifically a driver. So it may have been that they were waiting for people to still get there. But still, you know, hearing them go up those stairs the first time, and choking back the smoke without any mask or anything, you knew it was bad up there because they couldn't even make it up there.
Well, I mean, from some of the videos I've seen, there was flames just shooting out the whole upstairs.
Yes,
What I've seen.
because by time they got out with the girls, that whole house was engulfed. I saw flames come shooting out the front door where they had come out. Now, somebody had mentioned to me, because they opened the front door, did that create a backdraft which caused more of the fire?
More than likely, yes,
More than
because of the
likely what
oxygen.
happened.
Yes,
It got
because of the
oxygen.
oxygen. Yes, correct.
So the fire really ramped up when they opened the door to go up there. But
So, I mean, still the matter.
what I don't understand is why didn't the girls try to run out? Let's say that we're so scared and just didn't know what to do.
It's, it's hard to explain. I mean, in my own head,
I know.
because we know heat and flame rise, right?
Right.
So we know it started on the bottom floor.
Right. Which should have given them a little bit of time to get down that stairwell.
Well, at least Mother Galen, at least when she was awoken by the smoke.
Right.
I don't think the house was totally engulfed at that point in smoke at that point in time.
No, I don't either. That's why I don't understand why the girls didn't try.
And unless they were unaware and Galen just ran out the front door. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. None of us were there. We don't know exactly what happened.
They could have been sleeping. Who knows?
Right. So, and by that point, the girls were awakened, and there was no way they could get down the stairs because the
Right.
smoke had engulfed the house.
Right.
What's up, Mike? Nice to see you, buddy.
It was hot. You heard him say hot, hot, hot.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it and see if I can picture exactly what was going on when they were going into that house. Yeah, I would say so myself, lakeside. I would imagine they were all asleep. We've got what's his name? Shannon, True Crime Shannon. What's that fireman's name? And he just started his new channel. He's been in our chats before.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
and he's doing the Flora fires. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Drew. Shannon, they lost minutes somehow. There was some minutes
Well, and this
lost.
was at 3:35 a.m., so the girls more than likely were sleeping.
So
Yeah. Not everyone's trained to drive the trucks. There were people walking around too, was trying to see who they were. Yeah, I think we all have more questions. True crime with Shannon.
I want to hear the 911 calls, and they will not let those go for some reason.
Yeah.
But they'll let the dash cam video out. Makes no sense.
Yes, it sounded like Galen was on the sidewalk when Yoder pulled up, and Galen
Yes,
was the mother.
she was out there. You see her. She was out there.
Yeah, she can't remember his name either.
Who, Dizinger or Yoder?
No,
Those were
no,
the only.
the firefighter dude.
That's Dizinger and Yoder. They're the only two that were there at that point in time.
No, the guy that just started his channel. She said
Oh,
blinking on his name.
yeah. Here, let me look it up real quick. I've subscribed to it.
You would think they'd still have that on their archive footage, Jeddah. I mean, after all this time, they finally released that. Why didn't they release that sooner? That wasn't that pertinent of information. Why'd they hang on to that for so long? I'm not sure what happened with the mom, if she tried to get him out herself or if she just woke up and ran out, and by the time she ran out, they got there and then they all went in together. I'm not sure.
I don't know if I don't even know if Galen went back in the house.
It sounded like she did on that video because she's kept telling them you have to go up the second set of steps, around the corner and up the steps.
I'm gonna have to read her if we have it. Read her statement.
Yeah. So she was definitely back in the house with them, at least at the bottom of the stairs, telling them where to go.
Or at least at the front door.
We were somewhere, yeah. Yeah, she could have just popped her head in, like you said, and was trying to direct them where to go.
Right. So it was pretty bad by the time they got inside the house. That's apparent, by the way, from what I can hear them choking and coughing.
Yes.
And I can hear Yoder asking the other guy if he was okay.
Yep.
So
And then when the siren went off for the air being too low, God, that snapped me into reality, boy. Wow. You knew they were in trouble then.
just when I saw those flames shooting out that house, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. You did a video tonight and mentioned us? Well, thank you.
Well, thanks, True Crime, Shannon. Appreciate it.
Hello, Ms. Light. Lakeside, a house across.
From Pizza King in Flora.
Yeah. So yeah, you have the Ashley Morris Mullis pop off today. You had the Delphi fire dash cam last night. Thank you, Willow Rain, for joining our membership. Yeah, Vanessa, I agree. At first I thought, well, I knew it wasn't a fire alarm, from the house. I knew it wasn't that. But it didn't dawn on me until they said in the video that he had no air and that was the alarm on the pack going off.
Oh, on his air tank.
Yeah.
A warning alarm. Yeah.
So I watched that first thing this morning because you sent it to my messenger, and I'm like, ooh, I got to start work in 10 minutes. I can watch this and have a cigarette at the same time.
Yeah. I stayed up. I didn't actually watch it. I woke up about midnight and realized that it had played, so I went ahead and looked it up and got the actual video.
Yeah.
And sent it to you, and then I posted it in our Facebook group or Discord and all that stuff this morning. So, or last night actually, I did all that. So it was all there when everybody got
for the super sticker.
Thanks, Grizz. Much appreciated.
That's what I've heard, is that the sound of fire is loud.
It's a roaring noise.
Yeah. So Andrea says, and her talking, you could hear her talking on his body cam. She had to have been behind them. Between the sound of the fire and the cops yelling, you wouldn't have been able to hear her. So, yeah. Shannon says, thanks for sending it to me, Frank.
Well, I knew that you've been with us and you've been doing your own thing on the case too. And when I can't remember the guy's name, it just started his channel. He's the firefighter. I can't remember his name for nothing. And I sent it to him because I knew he's been covering the Flora case here on his new channel here.
Yeah. But. So, what else have I put on Facebook? Oh, yes. I put 3 different videos on our Facebook group about the mother who killed her 3 babies. And the defense is saying it was due to postpartum and the amount of medication they had her on and were switching her on. She threw herself out a window after killing her 3 children and is paralyzed at the moment. Well, she had her initial hearing yesterday, and basically she's out on a bond, but it's not your normal bond. The reason she's out on bond is because she's in the hospital and she needs to have treatment, and so she's confined to the hospital, and then they're going to have her go to a treatment center when she's able to. So she'll be there, but she'll have an ankle monitor on and whatever. And then if she's able to go to some kind of residential, then they'll come back and see the judge. But right now, he's not worried about her fleeing because she can't walk. Sounds like the doctors had her on and off of several different kinds of medication, from what the defense attorney was saying. And I don't know if you know about that medication, but that stuff is nothing to mess with.
Well, it just really depends what they got on it, what they're treating for. Honestly, because I'm on medication for PTSD and severe anxiety.
Right, but they're not changing your medicine every other day and weaning you off of one.
But you also got to understand, when it comes to mental issues like that, they have to keep changing medications to see what's right for for the patient themselves and what's working for the patient. So they'll try different medications to see which one's the best that suits that patient.
Yeah, but that's
I've
gotta.
been through that. It
I know.
sucks. I know.
It's
I've
gonna
been through
take
it.
a toll on their mental health just having that happen.
Trust me, I've been on so many different types of mental medications just for my PTSD and anxiety that they found that I was allergic to benzos. Okay,
Ah,
which was like Xanaxes, Klonopins, and things like that. And I'm also allergic to Valium, which is another benzo. So they gave me a non-narcotic type benzo that worked for me. So they found the right one for me
yeah.
after all the different trials I had to go through.
Well, obviously they did not find the right one for her.
Apparently not. Unless there's a diagnosis they missed when it came to her. You know, you never know.
Well, and that's what I'm thinking they did, because the one psychiatrist or whatever said she did not have postpartum.
I
Yet
mean, you
she
could
was
have one doctor can say one thing and then another doctor can say another thing. That's just how it works.
right.
It's what it's going to be boiled down to when it comes down to the end of the court. Who's the jury believe? The defense's witness when it comes to this kind of situation, or the prosecutor's witness? No
True.
different than the Delphi case. Who's going to believe whose witness
Right.
when it comes down to it?
All I know is I feel so bad for the husband. He left the house to get some stuff, came back. She's laying in the yard, and his kids are dead.
I remember a few years back when a gentleman, I can't remember exactly where it was at, but it was all over the news at one point in time. A guy and a girl had got separated, got divorced or something, and he had visitation with his kids, and it was time to get the kids back, bring the kids back, right?
Yeah.
Well, he was at their house, his house the whole time. Well, come to find out, his ex-wife, I don't know if it was that or a social service person showed up at his door. He blew up the house with him and the kids and everything in it, and the person at the door.
Yeah, you're talking about
That was nuts.
he well, what's his name?
I can't remember.
Susan is the wife. Susan. Oh God, why can't I think of his name?
That's just as bad right there.
It was the social worker took the boys there for his
The
visit.
visitation, yeah.
He pushed her out of the house, took the boys and slammed the door shut, chopped them up with axes, and blew up the house with all of them in it.
Yeah.
What is the name, guys? Susan. It's the one that not too long ago, the one guy was out looking for her in the desert.
Morpher? I don't know.
Powell. Susan Powell and Josh
There you go.
Powell. There you go. Yes. The youngest was just a baby, Andrea. I believe he was 6 months old. He survived a few days, but he was brain dead. She took a exercise band and strangled all three of them.
Crazy things people do these days.
Right. You know, and then you have the Aidan Fucci story.
Oh yeah.
And I put a video on the Facebook page of that. But then the next day I put a video on about his mother is also being charged for tampering with evidence because she washed the jeans. And I'm like, okay, why is washing the jeans such a big thing? Well, then I listened to this video, and the whole thing is because when she was at the jail with him, she specifically asked him, did you leave any evidence? Is there any blood anywhere?
Oh my goodness.
And then went home and got these jeans and washed them. And that's why they charged her.
Got a right on video and audio tape asking.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Thank you, Boston Christian, for the super sticker. Hey,
Hey,
Deb.
Deb. Nice to see you.
So, yes, Aidan Fucci is the one that killed the 13-year-old cheerleader. He stabbed her 114 times. Not too far away from their houses. Posted about it in the back of the police car, making social media and saying, where's Tristan? Anybody seen Tristan? And then come to find out he's the one that killed her. So he pleaded guilty, so there will be no trial. Thank God for that family. But we'll have to see how many years he gets. And
he pled guilty, hoping to get a lighter sentence, but I don't see him. I don't see it happening.
Well, it's not that it's a lighter sentence. It's the fact that we're in the state they're in after 25 years, because he's so young and such juvenile, there's an automatic 25-year review.
Yeah.
And he's hoping to get basically paroled then. So he can get out. And that's why he did the guilty, to make it look better on himself for when that time comes.
Right.
But then you have his mother, who has tampering with evidence, but they can also charge her with higher charges too.
Accomplice after the fact.
Right? Just because she washed those bloody jeans. So.
Well, I mean, she knew.
She knew who did
it. Well, I mean, she already knew who did it by him being in jail. Why in the hell would you go into jail and ask that when they report? Is she dumber than a box of rocks or what?
This is when they took him to jail to interview him. When they took him to the police station to interview him.
Yeah, they got it on camera.
She didn't think of that.
Oh my God.
Because she said it to him. And
boy. She sealed his fate. Yep, sealed his fate and hers.
And then she's got video cameras in her home in almost every room, which shows the path she took going up to the room. She can't say she was washing all of his clothes because she only picked up that one pair of jeans.
Oh my God.
And washed it in the sink and hung them up to dry. So she did that to herself.
Yep.
Talk about dumb criminals.
So what else has been new? What's everybody want to talk about in the chat?
Has everybody seen the community page? I've got a wanted poster up there. If you all could share that out, I would appreciate it. I've been putting missing people up there on the community page. If you could share those out, I would appreciate it. Frank's been sending me stuff to put on the community page.
Yeah. A lot of things that we're keeping up with, trying to keep up with.
Yeah.
I'm glad I came across the news article on the girl the Ashley Morris.
Oh God, yeah.
I'm glad I came across that. I was like, oh yes, this just happened today.
Yeah, well, you called me and you're like, did you hear about the arrest? And I'm like, what arrest? and he couldn't remember her name or Don's name. And he goes, remember the story we did? And I'm like, oh my God, you mean Ashley Morris Mullis? He's like, yeah, that's the one. And I'm like, ah.
Yep.
So
sent it to her, and
yep. Believe me, between you and Andrea, throughout the day, I'm getting messages from both of you. Have you heard this? Have you heard that? You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. So you guys, it's nice that you two keep me up to date while I'm working, because I can't be on the internet watching this stuff. So,
Hey, Andrea, I do believe I saw a thing about that. Yes. Yeah.
oh, wow. Police looking for her hubby, huh?
If you got any information on it, Andrea, send it to us. We can take a look at it. If you can get any information, names, or anything, if you can.
Yeah.
Pictures, whatever. Hi, Purdue. Good to see you.
Hi, Lauren. Yeah, what else do you guys want to talk about? So that was one of the things that, we were going to kind of go over a review of the stories from the past couple days, which we did. And then answer any questions or throw out a question of, what kind of content do you guys want to see during the members only lives? They recently found remains in Kentucky and thought it could be Andrea Knievel. It was another missing woman. Oh my goodness, I didn't hear that. I knew they thought it was her. Wow.
Deb. Nice to see Miss Deb's in there.
Huh?
I said it's nice to see Miss Deb's in here.
Yeah.
Good Fred.
We got a good turnout tonight.
Oh, yes, we did. And yeah, everybody, we haven't done anything on Delphi. We decided just to post everything that's been coming out on our community page or our Facebook group. But we could talk about it. I mean, you guys want to talk about the filing when it comes to the defense asking for a continuance coming to the bail and the hearing for study trial date. I kind of expected it to happen because of a statement that was made by the judge in the last hearing talking about that she basically knew that they weren't going to have the trial in March because of all the discovery that the defense was going to have to go through.
Yeah.
So I just knew this was going to happen. So just what day are they going to do it? I know that she's going to grant it to them.
Okay, what is this Lakeside? Randy just did a live talking about a link to the movie about Delphi. When you go to the link, it gives you a virus. Don't go to the link.
Whatever link it is, do not go to it.
Marv, check email. That means I got to bring my email up. Oh my. He's a winner. Okay. Here you go, Frank. Check him out.
One Eye Willie.
Jeremy
Can you blow
Anderson.
that? Can you blow that up?
Yep. Ooh.
Jeremy Wilson.
He's the one that she's the one that was killed by blunt force trauma.
Okay.
So she was reported as a missing person. Just before 11 a.m., deputies and detectives made entry into their residence where Sandra's deceased body was located. A crime scene was established, and notification was made to the Howard County Coroner's Office. Detectives requested an Indiana State Police crime scene technician to assist. She was later pronounced deceased at her home. Over the course of the next 11 hours, detectives processed and collected evidence. Members of the sheriff's office and Kokomo Police Department began looking for evidence and following up on leads around the neighborhood and throughout the city and county. So at 1 p.m. on February 8th, the autopsy was conducted. The findings upon exam are consistent with physical blunt trauma, and matter of death was ruled a homicide. So the sheriff's office has not been able to locate her husband, 42-year-old Jeremy N. Wilson. He is a person of interest and has an active no bond warrant for his arrest. He may be in possession of a silver 2013 Chevrolet Tahoe or a white 2006 Chevrolet Impala. Anybody with information on his whereabouts should contact Howard County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, hey, we need to do a background on him to see if he's got anything out of Indianapolis.
Yeah. Blunt force trauma, that's not... Yikes.
Put his face all over the place. Yeah, that needs to be posted everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. I'll get that on our community page too.
Yeah.
Slick Rick, what? Don't tap the link, don't tap the link, charismatically says. Yep. If you watch Randy's live, don't tap the link. Huh? Vanessa says, I'm sorry, not funny, but the eye patch, yeah. I have a sty in my eye. Frank, how are you feeling?
Oh, much better. Much better. Until it wears off.
But see, you guys send us all kinds of good stuff.
Oh yeah. And they got Dan tell them about a message I got today from a specific podcast.
Oh yeah, you could talk about that.
Yeah, I got a message from Kevin Greenlee today.
From who?
Kevin Greenlee of Murder Sheet.
Yep.
Asking me about the photo that I put up that I had blackened out the name and all that stuff, and asked me what I knew about her. And I said, well, that's why I put alleged, first of all.
Right.
And I have blacked out her name. And he said, do you trust your source? And I said, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I do. Specifically when I was told where it came from. And then we got into talking, and I said, you got to go back to when the alleged person supposedly had all these documents dumped on their car at the courthouse. I said, this is where it all began. So I said, you got to follow that trail.
I'll be right back.
So, and he knew who the person was, and they wanted to check into him and look into him and everything. They wanted to know more. So Kevin actually called me. I gave him my phone number, and he called me, and we talked for about 10 minutes. So nothing major we really talked about. We just talked about photos and things like that being leaked out. And I gave my theory of what I thought was going on. And it almost seems like this certain group of people are trying to dismantle the prosecution on this Delphi case by putting stuff out there to take possible jurors and things like that. You know, and it's not right that it's going on. I've got ideas on who's doing all of it, and I do not agree with it whatsoever. You're interfering with an investigation to me. Purdue, I have not, ever since Marv barked out about photos being leaked, me and him had a falling out. Me and Chris Todd did. And he basically was bitching me out because Marv, hello? What was that? I don't know. But Marv called him out and he tried to bitch me out for it. And I told him, I said, look, dude, you pushed the buttons of a mama bear when you did that, dude. I said, you don't have no compassion for the families whatsoever. Da, 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 da. And he told me, he says, you guys mention my name one more time, I'm suing you, Marv, and your channel. And I said, suing for what? I said, you're using an alias. It's not like we're using your real name. Because if you want me to use your real name, I'll put your real name out there, guy. I have no problem with that. If I get backlash for it, I get backlash for it. I'm prepared for it. And he said, do not contact him again. So I haven't heard from him since. And ever since then, before that happened, he told me that crime scene photos of the girls were getting ready to drop sometime in February. But ever since me and him had that falling out, I haven't heard much more about any other photos coming out. So it's just a wait and see kind of thing going on right now with him. But otherwise, and the girl that's depicted as allegedly, I mean, I've seen comments prior to all this coming out about once you find out who she is, you guys are going to see she's not a trustworthy person. Well, once the information was dropped to me and I did some back looking on her, and I was like, damn, she has a history of drunk driving. And everybody knows that she was charged back in May of 2017 for attempted murder on her boyfriend of some sort. And then all of a sudden, the charges were dismissed and the case file was destroyed. Don't know what that's all about. That's why I didn't leave her name, put her name out there, because I didn't want to make people make an assumption she's the person. That's why I put alleged above my title with the photo, alleged witness to Bloody Muddy Guy. So, like I said, that's what Anya and Kevin wanted to do, is check into this person and see what they can find out. But otherwise, that conversation, that was it, guys. So
we've seen what you've seen.
Yes, that's all we have.
This is a members only live, so I can say this here. I won't say his name. I'm going to call him Mr. Wannabe because him and I had words through text message.
That's what we were just talking about.
Not so nice words either. And he pretty much told me if I talked about him, he was going to sue me.
So, and I got the blunt of it.
You did not.
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah, I told you everything he was saying.
Oh, no, I got messages from him.
I told him, I said, man, you poked at a mama bear, man. That's what happened here.
So, here.
But it's all right.
We're on members only, so I can share.
Makes no difference to me.
So
and you know what the funny thing about it is that now he's.
Go ahead.
Everybody knows that when things are coming out, photos, documents that are coming out, Becky Patty has asked us to forward them to her so she can review them and take them to LE if it's something that needs to be looked into.
Yeah.
And that's what we obliged to her. Well, I guess this gentleman has contacted her and asked her if she thought the photos were real, and she told him, well, you tell me, blase, the guy's name.
Mr. Wannabe.
Yes. And I said, really? And she said,
Oh, you just went on mute for some reason. Your earbuds went. Okay. So while he changes, let me just tell you what happened. So I got a text that says, right, Marv, don't name people on your channel, ... My response to him was, stop giving me shirt. I meant to say shit, but it typed shirt. This is your doing, and I don't care what the First Amendment says. It's wrong for you to release these pictures. Morally wrong. You're not helping the case by doing it. You're just causing harm and hurt to the families, and I'll call you out for it every time. It's obvious you don't care who you hurt, especially the families of those two girls. You're just as bad as the murderer in this case because you are re-victimizing the families by doing this. Oh, and then I got, don't say my name on your channel again. I'm warning you. You couldn't solve a murder if it fell on your head. Don't contact me again either.
And that's
if you were Marv, if you or Marv say my name again, I'm going to file a lawsuit against you the same day. No, go get the F out of here. My bad. I thought that was Frank. But the lawsuit threat stands. Don't say my name again as you're getting sued.
And that's the funny thing about it is that's his alias.
Yeah. And I said, I just wrote Frank the same thing, and my lawyer is BCCD, whatever that means. You guys are murder trolls. You sound so stupid. Don't contact me again in any form. My response? I haven't said your real name yet. Bring it on. Act like an immoral piece of garbage. Get treated like one. Didn't hear from him after that. So he emailed me on a day that it wasn't going so well for me, and I gave it to him. So
I got a text.
You got a text?
Hold on. She thinks we're not members only. Vanessa Ward.
Okay.
She said, I don't think y'all are on members only. I got a phone call and had to come back in. It was on my homepage.
It's set up for members only.
Meaning I didn't have to go to members tabs. That's Vanessa. I don't know. We'll find out, because I think it is only members, because there'd have been a lot more people in the chat, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But getting back to the alleged lady, until we can get verification, that alleged is going to stay on there.
Yeah. And I don't know how we're going to verify that.
Well, I'm sure it will. And I keep saying, and it's just with how all this is playing out. I'm like, man, why is it there's these certain individuals? Man.
Who is Jeremy Wilson? He's been arrested for domestic battery, drugs, carrying a handgun without a license, breaking and entering, and the latest
that one-eyed guy.
Oh, okay.
She's already on it.
She does.
I'm like, damn.
The Google can Google the attempted murder year and county, and her name and article will come up. It's being delivered as I text.
I didn't call you out, girl.
Anyone can see the live, but only members can chat when on members only.
Never heard of that one.
It's all right. I didn't say his name. I called him Mr. Wamby.
I told him, I said, man, you're going by an alias. I said, dude, if you want me to really call you out by your real name, I could do that. I have no problem with that. I said, but I'm not going to stoop that low. Oh God, here we go. Now who's dinging me?
Hey Derek, how you doing?
You got Farmer.
You broke yours.
Bro, I'm good, bro. Hey, it's a members only.
Yeah.
It's Mike. Hey Mike, I'm good, bro. It's a members only. I do what I do before I go on live. As you can see in my eyes.
Behave.
I am. Hey, it's a members only. We don't have to behave in here because we can just set this sucker right to private. This is not a monetary night.
No, this is for our members. So, members, since we have 65 of you in here,
And a lot of pot smokers.
one of the things that we want you to do is give us ideas on what organizations that you want us to donate to. So, if you have an organization that you want our channel to donate to, email it to us. Because now that I have a little bit of money banked up, we can start donating to causes.
I know I want one.
What?
A veteran.
Well, yes.
Organization.
Absolutely. But I mean, any other crime organizations, anything we can do to help families or anything like that, give us some ideas and suggestions. And then once I get a few, we'll pick one or two and donate.
Yeah.
Glitter Bean, thank you so much for being a member.
Mike Baker got my drift.
Okay, that's subscribers only. No one can see this video unless you're a member. Okay.
All right, there's one thing I do want to talk about.
What's that?
The Eric Williams interviews.
Oh, okay. So I only got to see about 4 minutes of yesterday's and only about 5 minutes of today's. So I have to go back and rewatch them.
It's pretty, I mean, he laid it out there. I mean, even Ruckus drew the map, took a map and drew the path that Eric Williams had went. And I said, that's the same path that we went. I said, if you would have kept going right over the property line, looked straight down, you could have seen the crime scene from there.
Yep.
And
I did
he
see
said,
that.
how nobody's seen them girls, he has no clue. Just kind of weird. It's man, it's just weirder and weirder and weirder. Something.
Yeah, he is doing a great job with interview and asking questions and making maps so people can visually see what Eric is talking about. I thought that was awesome.
And see, I put like a 15-second clip of an old, when we was out there back in October, a little bit of a clip of us walking that path, and I put it on my actual YouTube channel, and then I shared it with you guys so you can see what we had to deal with walking through there just for that 15 seconds. Now we've got more videos we could show you guys of the terrain and everything to show you what it was really like being out there.
Yes, and so it looks like I am going to go away this weekend, but I'm not going to be able to sit in the casino Friday night all night or Saturday. So we're going to go for a Valentine's Day weekend, and Friday night we're going to do the celebration live from the hotel. And then Saturday night we're going to do we have a special guest coming, Chandra Lowe, and we're going to talk about, I just blanked on her name.
What did you say, Andrea?
Why does that happen to me? Oh, Angie Barlow.
Yeah.
And you know the Angie Barlow story better than I do because that was closer to you, correct, Frank?
Yes. It's basically the law enforcement knows who did it, but they just don't have the proof.
Right.
That's basically what it boils down to.
Just emailed you a document.
Morris arrest. Oh, okay. Angie or Ashley Morris.
Yes. So we put that on the that is on the community page. It's on the Facebook page.
We'll have to do
That's
a
a good
poll.
one.
We'll have to do a poll. But I do know that some type of veteran organization's got to be included in there. Huh?
Email us those suggestions so that we can put a poll and you guys can choose what two that you want us to donate to this month. So I know that when I'm going through my personal Facebook page, the Marvelous Marvin one, whenever I see missing people, I try to share it with the Facebook group and on my Marvelous page, and I even share some of them to our community page just to make sure that information gets out there.
Right. So, anything else?
What is this? Thomas just did live, and where the girls were found is not technically Ron's land.
Yes, it is. You just admitted right there at the bank it ends Ron's property, and the girls were found on his property.
Because they weren't found right on the bank, you guys.
No.
They were found up a little bit in between
a circle of trees, which some of them are gone now. So,
and next week we're going to play those videos for you guys and show you the spray painting and trying to get back up that terrain from that ravine.
Man, that was an experience.
Yeah, you scared me.
Never doing it again. Y'all young bucks
there anymore.
Nope, you young bucks can do it from now on.
Derek Farmer says, donate to @Derek Farmer.
Oh my.
Well, Derek, you give me a organization or something that's close to your heart, and we'll do a little donation in your name.
Hey, if anybody's got we've got Ruckus's new YouTube channel. if you can get it offhand and put it in the members only box so they can go over and check him out, because he did a pretty good interview with
Did a
Eric
very
Williams.
good job.
Yes, he did. And also Thomas Frost. He also did a video on what we did out there with the spray paint. He also did some videos. He's a new guy. Check him out also. And him and his buddy do the drones out there. Drone footages.
Who is the other? He's new. Subscriptions. Where are you? History. No, gotta get past. Okay, so I got to watch The Murder of Liberty German and Abby Williams by Kim Goldman today. I listened to that. Very good. If you haven't seen that or haven't listened to that, go listen. The guy's name is, come on.
Trying to find a new guy on the block on the Flora.
I watched The Unsolved.
He's good. Hey, and also Captain Howdy, him and his wife are having twins.
Are they?
Yes. So
Congratulations, Captain Howdy.
Yeah. So he's basically leaving YouTube for some time now.
I don't blame him.
So, and everybody knows Anthony Greeno's out. And he's been putting messages out on his Facebook. So, hey, Steffa, good to see you.
So have you watched any of the Unsolved videos?
I've heard about them, but I haven't actually watched any of them.
No? Yeah.
So if anybody wants to check out that channel, there you go. He's new, gives a fresh insight. Asks a lot of the same questions we're asking.
Same thing. But now I'm starting to broaden my horizons when it comes to the Delphi case because of watching that interview with Eric Williams. Because if he got as close as he says he did and didn't see the girls, it makes me wonder.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder.
All right, hang on. I missed check Messenger.
She said turn the volume down.
All right, let me mute. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start checking him out also, Deb. I like Tom Webster. He's on point with his stuff. I really do like Tom Webster. Got some good questions and stuff that he wanted to pinpoint out. If you ever had a chance to talk to Richard Allen, that video was damn good by him. So
I like the first part of it, Andrea. Didn't I tell you this, Frank? The last Magic Mike movie's coming out.
yes, I've already seen it. I've already seen the previews for it. I'm like, oh God.
I'm gonna have to go watch it.
That's all on y'all.
Yeah, the Unsolved just started doing lives.
What is Andrea doing? What's going on behind the scenes there?
She's sending me videos of men dancing.
Oh my goodness.
So
They got a show going on behind the scenes, guys.
So Andrea and I talk on the phone, and the one night I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready for bed. I got to go watch my videos. And she goes, well, what are you watching? And I'm like, coin pushers. And she goes, coin pushers? And I'm like, yeah, coin pushers. And I'm like, where you drop the quarters in the machine and it pushes the coins? So I made her watch a video with me. She goes, I can't believe you watch this crap. So now we send each other weird videos.
It was like the other night we got off our show and we were talking backstage. And she said, I got to hurry up. I got to go watch wrestling. See what goes on with those. So I said, are you shit me?
What wrestling? Is it okay to show it?
Show what?
All right, it's a short little video. Hang on. StreamYard. So this is the kind of video she shows me. Short and simple. Just crazy little videos. But where'd Frank go? It's like, I'm out of here. I don't want to see no men.
I'm right here.
Yeah. Woohoo. You'll just have to edit the live before you make it public so you don't get a strike. Yep.
Oh, and by the way, I just want to let you know now, Grizz is wanting to use some of our videos that we've already done, like the Ron Logan videos and stuff like that for some of his videos, and I gave him permission to.
I'm so sorry, Grizz. You texted me and said, hey, do you want to collaborate? And I said, yes. And then I forgot to go back and look at it, so I will make sure that gets done. Oh, Frank. See, Steffa loved it.
Well, of course.
And Vanessa says, I knew it. Y'all scared Frank.
80% of the chat's female.
We done run Frank off.
Lexi, they can all see you in the background.
Lexi would have liked it. Hi, Lexi.
She's taking Blade out.
That's what I had to do. My dog is so spoiled that she will not go outside for my husband or my son.
She's babied him so bad and spoiled him so bad. He goes nuts if he hears her door or something next door. He's jumping on our front door trying to open it when it's locked.
He has opened it.
Oh, yeah, he's ran out many a times.
Yeah.
Many a times.
Yeah, be careful. And he's
So,
opening my door.
well, damn. No breaking news yet. I'm still waiting to hear back about the filing for the defense team on that case. I haven't really heard anything when it comes to Jordan Soper. Have you? Is her sister?
No, I have not heard from her sister.
Well, I don't know what to do with that situation because I think that's information that needs to be shared. That's my opinion. To give everybody an insight to what her life was like.
I'll try to reach out to her one more time.
So, I mean, it's very important that this information is to be known.
Yeah, I agree.
But otherwise, we know that the judge is more likely going to grant the defense, so I would highly doubt that the bond hearing is going to be Friday. This coming up.
Taylor!
Yeah.
Taylor's like, God, Marv, I'm trying to go to the bathroom.
So we know that's going to be granted, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Thank goodness.
They said the defense probably wouldn't even get all of this discovery until this week till the end of this week.
I understand that they probably got boxes full sitting at their office like, damn, look at all this shit we got to go through. That's not going to be enough time for us to go through this within a week. So
I don't know if he helped or not. If Paul Holes actually helped with Delphi. I know he was there. But are they really going to give him information and let him help? I don't know.
It just seems kind of odd if they would, because if they weren't letting the FBI help, why would they let an outsider come in?
Yeah.
You know? Give me a second. She's going on for a few minutes.
All right. Yeah, Stephen Paul. Yep. So yeah, I'm kind of curious as to see what else is going to pop off by the end of the week. I told Frank it seems like all these old cases all of a sudden are getting traction.
Yep. So the dynamic duo.
Steve and Paul. But
otherwise.
So yes, if you have any suggestions on who to donate to or what kind of content you want to see on the members' lives, send us an email. If any of you can show me tips and tricks on shorts and how to make TikToks, I would appreciate it.
Miss Deb, you're good at that.
Some things the basics I know, but like putting documents on there.
Yeah. Thanks, Grizz. And on your way out, people, make sure you hit that thumbs up for us, please.
Yes, please. Thank you again to everybody who has given super chats or super stickers tonight and who's became members. We appreciate it.
Otherwise.
Oh, thank you, Deb.
Nothing doing on this end until we get more notices of anything else.
Yeah, but most of all, we just wanted all of us to get together and be able to chat, and we want to get better at doing member lives at least every other week.
I got one question real quick for everybody.
Yeah.
Give me a 1 if you say yes and a 2 if you say no. Do you honestly believe this lady saw a bloody money guy walking down 300? Give me a 1 for a yes, 2 for a no. And the reason why I asked this is because she said the guy didn't have blue eyes, but she couldn't tell what color eyes he had. Well, if you knew he didn't have blue eyes, how would you not know what his eye color was? How close were you to him? Look, Grizz says 3.
You're welcome, you guys. So, 1. Oh, come on now. That's your answer. 1. Grizz, there's no 3 here.
I'm kind of skeptical on it because of the
Well,
statements she made of saying that he didn't have blue eyes. And then she comes back and says, I couldn't tell you what color eyes he had. And I'm thinking, okay, then why would you say he didn't have blue eyes if you couldn't tell what color eyes he had?
I don't think that's the same person, Frank.
I think it is.
I don't. The dog lady said he didn't have blue eyes. Not the muddy, bloody woman that was driving down the road. Oh, 3 is 50-50. Okay. Gotcha.
I'm still kind of skeptical on that whole situation.
Like I said, we'll find out. Once the trial starts.
If there is a trial.
I don't think he's going to take the fall for this.
You never know.
But I don't think he's going to admit that he did it either.
What's up, Randy? A little late for the party, man.
So I guess it is all going to depend on what his defense lawyers see for evidence as to whether he takes this to trial or not and tries to get acquitted. Or if they see that the prosecution has enough evidence, then they're going to advise him to talk.
That's
Bill.
That's where I'm leaning right now. That's where I'm leaning right now.
Yep. Andrea says, just sent a video for Frank.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that don't fit the timeline anymore.
Man, like I've been saying, Lakeside, prosecutor better have a ace up their sleeve or a smoking gun of some sort.
Yeah, I agree.
We all knew from the get-go, once this team got hired for the defense, what road it was going to lead down to. And it's going to be the primary thing they're going to talk about. They're going to be their whole defense, and everybody knows it. So now Nick McClellan knows, I'm sure he knows this too, and he's going to have to counter this whole thing with Ron Logan. Either admit that he was involved indirectly and there was nothing they could do because he had done passed away when the arrest was going to take place with Richard Allen, or they're going to have to deny everything in trial.
So Andrea says the chat will love it. Vanessa's joining in saying, roll that beautiful bean footage, Marv.
Oh my God, guys.
Randy says, don't send the virus video. Randy, what are you doing sending people the virus videos? So yeah, I'm going to do 2 lives from the hotel this weekend.
The one on Saturday should be a good one because that's my old stomping grounds where I grew up at that whole area.
Good, because you'll know what questions to ask her then.
I know the area.
Yeah.
Where her remains were found. So. Drug infested area.
Is that what it is?
The area that she was found in, yeah. You might not see it on the outside, but it is.
All right, hang on, I'm muting.
No, you're not. I'm going off. I'm not watching that. Of course you women want to see. Look at Vanessa all laughing and shit. Look at Grizz. Are you kidding me, bro? They're talking about the new Magic Mike thing.
Frank, you have to
What?
see this one.
No, I don't. Only on TikTok. Only on TikTok.
Wait, I got my volume down. Dancing pineapples.
Oh my God.
There you go, everybody.
Andrew will not get off the pineapple
Dancing
thing, will she?
pineapples for your Wednesday night.
Hell no. Oh Lord.
Oh, that's funny. What did you say? I couldn't hear you.
I said, oh, hell no. Yeah, Grizz, I'm buttered, bro. I am buttered.
What are you doing, Kat? So, yeah, that was good. Dancing pineapples for your Wednesday night. What a way to end the show.
Right.
But thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you have any ideas on who to donate to or what kind of content you want to see for members only, let us know. And then we'll try to do a members only every other week.
Yeah. You know me, guys. I'm on top of everything. So anytime anything comes up, I'll let you know. So keep a watch out.
Yeah.
Until then, next time on Marvin Frank's next channel or next bat time.
How baked are you?
Huh?
How baked are you?
I'm there.
Yeah. Next time on True Crime with Marvin Frank. You better go lay in the chair. Don't lean back. Don't lean back. You're gonna fall over.
Not this chair, I won't.
Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Okay, Lauren, real quick. Go and Google upside down pineapple party. So what we're going to tell you is that it's not a regular pineapple. It has to do with swinger parties. And our new lovely Delphi police chief likes to have those parties.
Now you mean Carroll County Sheriff, not Delphi.
Carroll County Sheriff, yeah. He likes to have those kind of parties. So.
All right, y'all. It's that time.
Have a good night.
Peace. One love. I'm out. So go get baked even more.
Go lay down.
No. Later, guys.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
See you soon.
Later.
Bye.